From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Andrew Adams.
And 10 years ago, again, last official EF5. Say what you want about El Reno. I would say El Reno is an EF5, but didn't have any official damage indicator. This did. It had a couple. David Payne was out storm chasing for us back when he was one of our storm trackers before he took over. And, of course, Jim Gardner was up. Bob Mills Sky News 9. This was an incredibly well-documented tornado from start to finish. Started out very slender and very quickly became a large and violent tornado. You can see exactly how quick it went from nothing to something when you look at the damage path of this specific tornado, which is all available online. But I mean, you could see it south of Northwest 32nd. This is near Newcastle. EF1, and then the second it crosses the road, ramps up, you immediately get our first EF4 damage indicator from the tornado, and then from then on, it's on and off EF4 damage as it crosses the river. Parallels 149th Street for a time. We get our first EF5 damage indicator at the elementary school neighborhoods. This thing was on the ground was anywhere between 3/4 of a mile wide to just over a mile wide for a large section of its life cycle. And it does something interesting. It tries to occlude. It takes that sharp north turn like a lot of tornadoes do before they dissipate, except it doesn't do that. At the apex there, it actually ends up giving more EF5 damage indicators near the medical center, and then crosses I-35, moves off basically due east for the rest of its life cycle before dying before it reaches Lake Stanley Draper at 3:35. So in total, it was on the ground 14 miles, 25 total fatalities, over 200 injuries, max width of 1.1 miles, and that was nearly 40 minutes that it was on the ground wreaking havoc. Nothing bad to worry about this weekend. We've got a really nice weekend on tap, very quiet. We'll see some clouds over our heads, but no real thunderstorm chances until we get to late tomorrow, and that's not even for us. It's on and off clouds today with some sunshine even through the evening, and then as we go overnight, still very calm and relaxed. Tomorrow, cloudier. I would say a little bit thicker clouds than what we get today. And then out in the Panhandle, late tomorrow evening, showers and thunderstorms possible. We could get a couple of those to try to drift into far western Oklahoma, but 90% of the state staying very dry. A really great weekend for us. Temperatures will be a little bit below average. We should be around 80 degrees. We're going to be in the 70s for the next few afternoons here in Oklahoma City. That's going to feel great. And then by really Tuesday and into the middle of the week, rain chances return. They'll be on and off each day, some a little bit more scattered than other, and then much warmer air starts to return as we get into the back end of the week and we head toward the end of May. Hard to believe that we're almost finished with the 5th month of the year, but isolated to scattered rain chances will stick around as we wrap up May. Guthrie camera on a Lucky Star Skycam network shows some of those high, thinner clouds with the blue sky behind him. 60 degrees out there, feeling a little cool, but not all that cold. We have warmed up steadily, upper 50s now across the north, low 60s to upper 50s, central and southwestern Oklahoma. Things are looking good early on, despite the cool north breeze, 8 to 10 miles per hour here in central Oklahoma. It's about what it's going to be like for most of the day, a little bit breezier down to the south, but overall, not a very windy day at all. 71 in Oklahoma City and Stillwater, mid-70s to the northwest. To the southwest as well. We're going to hold on to that north breeze, but it's once we go overnight, we're going to start noticing it shift, especially out west, get more of a southerly breeze. The wind shift will take its time across the state. We fall back into low 50s once again for the start of our Sunday with some 40s up to the north, some of us a little bit chillier than others, and then more of a east to southeast breeze as we go through the afternoon. That will let our temperatures jump up a little bit back into the mid-70s in central Oklahoma, upper 70s to low 80s in western Oklahoma, and then it's very far western Oklahoma, and this would likely be closer to that 10 p.m. to midnight range, with the Panhandle being more like 6 to 10. Scattered showers and a couple thunderstorms, maybe an isolated 1 or 2 in far western Oklahoma late tomorrow evening. Before our rain chances take that jump up heading through the middle of the week, we will try to tackle some of our drought as we wrap up May. That's all we got for now. News 9 is going to be back in just a few minutes.